All I've got to say is play ball. At least we're getting closer anyway. Will it happen? Who knows? But anyway, just want to jump on here and make a quick video. With the baseball card market going nuts right now, there may be some new collectors amongst us in the hobby that they're starting to buy a lot of cards, and they're like, oh man, this is getting out of hand. Well, it gets out of hand real fast, especially if you're buying hobby jumbo boxes and even multiple variations of product out there. It can escalate quickly. So over the past couple of years, as I've gotten back into the hobby, I've changed the way that I collect, that I store my cards and organize them. And like I've talked about a little bit in previous videos, talked about collectability versus investments and stuff like that. Well, this part is more collectability than investment. And my case in point is, if you go online and you see somebody's old collection for sale from late 80s, 90s, stuff like that, it's not worth much for the amount of cards that they have, compared to one or two rookie cards of a certain player that can trump anything that those cards in that person's collection may bring to value. So anyway, just want to jump on here and just show you what I've been doing. And basically, my idea going forward from 2020 on, I'm primarily a rookie card collector. I like the rookie cards. I hunt for rookie cards. Anything that says RC on it is what I keep. Gets top loaded, penny sleeved, top loaded, and then stored away organized. And if it's somewhat of a good prospect or already a star, then they go into another box, which is kind of a standby for maybe a possible submission for grading, so forth. Let's see here, what else I want to say about this. That being said, I still buy hobby and jumbo boxes. So I still get a ton of cards that I have no use for majority of what is opened in that product. Usually whenever you open something up, it's the hits, a few of the superstars, and then the rookie cards. The rest of it, you're kind of like, unless you're a team collector, or an individual collector who's not or a person collector who's not a superstar yet. So like, let's say for instance, obviously most people probably hold on to Mike Trouts right now or are purchasing Mike Trouts. I also do a lot of, I collected a lot of Joey Gallo. Not really a superstar on the mainstream. Here in Texas, yeah, he's kind of the big guy on the team. But overall, across all the teams and everything like that, he's, relatively affordable for majority of all his cards. So very easy to collect right now, which makes it fun. I kind of suggest that for anybody new. Yeah, you have your big guys like Mike Trout, who are going to cost a pretty penny on pretty much anything that you want to go after. But to also explore a lower tiered player or somebody who's new, that has potential, that may not be overhyped just yet. Another case in point, I started buying Joey Gallo in 2015 only because I went to his first ball game and he was there and just started mashing baseballs, just putting them off the fence, over the fence, in the bleachers. And I was like, man, I hope he turns out to be pretty decent, because I was at his first game, so that's why I started paying attention to his cards and then just kept going from there. Another guy that I collected as a kid was Mark Grace. Mark Grace was very affordable at the time when, I'm just a little kid. I don't have hardly any money. So when you go to a card shop, yeah, you may have like $5. Well, you can come home with maybe one or two Ken Griffey Jr. cards, which is still awesome. Or you can have a stack about that high of Mark Grace for a nickel, a dime, etc. And, that was my middle tier guy, which, he turned out to be a fantastic player as well. So, I would kind of recommend that for new collectors, to not only just go for the big superstar guys, But if you're actually wanting to be in the hobby, find a middle guy, and that way you can afford stuff that's, you know, a little bit more eccentric, such as your serial number cards and foils and all the shiny stuff, just like fish in a pond, you know. The shinier the better, we're gonna bite the lure. So anyway, let me just show you what I've been doing and my idea going forward. So I'll flip you around here. Okay, I've got everybody organized in alphabetical order for the most part. I do suggest, if you are going to do this and put them in order, it's very easy if you use the Topps Heritage, as you can see in big bold yellow letters, all the team names. So that was super easy to organize. Alright, so there it is. It's all finished up. That is all the common cards that I've kept from when I first started collecting. There's a few 90s, 80s, and 90 cards in there as well. As you can see, I've got an overflow on the side, need another box. So what we've got over here, here's all my rookies, okay? These are all my rookies. Like I said, penny sleeve, top loaded, organized by year, so I can go back and take a look when somebody becomes a little bit more famous. Pitchers, they just go in the cases. Sorry, guys. There's the 2020 rookies I need to organize. And then right here, I've got everything organized by teams in alphabetical order. Alphabetical order of the teams, not the players. That would be too daunting of a task. So, going all the way through. Now, the idea is, you know, sometimes, you know, players take about a couple years to become famous. So, and when they do become famous, you may want those cards. So, essentially what I do is I give it 5 years. If you haven't hit superstar status in 5 years, or somebody that I collect, you're gone. So I may even look at doing like a team set lot or something like that on eBay if it pans out and makes, you know, enough money that's worth the time of doing all that. Then I'll try to share that collection with somebody else that does need it. But if not, if it doesn't even bring $5, then I'll just throw them away. Now, as far as the superstars go, I hold on to those. You know, I'll get a collection, maybe binder them, just so I can go back and look at them, or, you know, whatever. And then if it's somebody that I don't really, you know, truly collect, I mean, they're superstars, yes, but they're probably going to be worth more than $5 if you do a lot. And if you're buying hobby boxes over this and jumbo boxes over the span of their career, then you're going to accumulate quite a few of their cards. Majority of them will be base, but still they'll be worth a little bit of money. And, you know, at the end of their career, then you can come up with the idea of, well, do you want to hold on to them? Do you want to, or do you want to send them down the road and sell them off? And so that's why I would recommend just holding on to the superstars, or sell them right then, whatever you want to do. But probably not just throw those into a team lot or just a commons box, because you never know who's trying to build their collection. And some people have hobby shops right down the road, some people live in the middle of nowhere, and eBay is about the only way they can get cards. So you just never know who's really going to want some of those cards. So yeah, that's where we are right now. In the next video, I'm going to do one about talking about serial numbered inserts, foils, stuff like that that you get, that you pull from hobby boxes, and what to actually do with those, and just kind of my opinions on the value behind some of them compared to others. You know, for me, like what would I keep and what would I just try to sell to either, you know, put that money back into my collection, or invest it in, like, let's say another rookie card or something like that. So anyway, guys, thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you on the next one.
Yeah.